Идем, идем. Свободно. Русской стены. Привет.
Who are you?
Кто ты?
Hello.
Привет, давай представить. Привет.
Hello? What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That's
etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take...
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run...
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the...
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone. Especially...
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a bit...
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula.
Eula? Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly... In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should...
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Видела, сука, хуя.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
Юля, блядь. Юля, блядь. Да, обращение охрененное. Юля, блядь. Юля. Здрасте, блядь.
The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
You can run! Don't be a killjoy! Only just take cover! You need to hurry up! This one's well done! Counterattack! Roast and fry!
Да, блядь.
You need to hurry up!
Speed of light.
Tidal wave! An unfortunate fall!
Ой, сорян. Не надо. Так, может это вещи. Нет у меня кривой персонаж. Что, за мной идти?
I hear you've got a job for me.
Братан, иди сюда. Сухуя. Братан. Иди сюда. Правда?
Riptide! You're mine! I guess this is it.
А. Интересно. О, блин. Мам. Не хватит.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Понятно.
Arch enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
Ладненько. Охрененно.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
Ну да.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now.
М.
That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No,
Странная
this is
женщина.
an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Да, да, жестко очень.
But didn't you say it first? Oh,
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
that's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
I'm confused. Vengeance this and revenge that.
Логика. Совместный режим.
Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Логично. Эола.
I'll protect her.
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll be...
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise, it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry. There's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
Еще лучше.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment.
Стоит там либо тут
I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
Сейчас за говно.
As the morning dew does what
Ой, бля.
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon,
Слишком
so
долго,
it expresses
сука,
that friendship should not be measured by
охренеть.
value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water. Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example?
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstration.
Практика.
Ah,
Еще лучше.
very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Блядь. Я даже догадываюсь. Привет.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? Yes.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you.
Еще лучше, блядь.
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Иди.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Ugh, is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their... If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Ugh, mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Я могу сразу Нет. Блин, ну...
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you.
Пиздец, как это...
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Ой, бля. Еще лучше.
Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while.
Ой, ебали, блин, то все голова. Еще лучше, блин. Ты что,
Fine.
где?
You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. And again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be...
Да, да. Опять пошик сразу дойдет. Ну да. О. Ну, с тобой-то тоже пообщаемся.
You there, lowly worker.
Да, да.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it.
Бежи на заднем плане,
Even
вообще.
to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us
Конечно, им
ordinary folk?
плевать, блин. Аристократы же, блин.
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You wanna fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better...
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's...
Paimon thinks we've seen enough.
Блять, может
Actually,
сразу.
Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now. Right? Right?
Конечно.
We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement. But we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Куда? О, еще лучше. Ё-моё.
The world looks glorious in the snow. Pure white, like the light of the moon. A perfect backdrop for
О,
bloodshed.
привет.
Let's dance. It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
Конечно.
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions.
Охрененно.
For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their...
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Uh-huh. This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
You look pretty confident this time.
Конечно.
All right, let's get started. Remember, you
Здесь
must be
100%.
graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Конечно. Вот идем. Ой. До свидания. Что сделал? Нет, 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 блин. Ты что? Вызывай. Что? Ну да.
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Я не понял.
Hyman almost didn't make it through.
Конечно.
So, are we aristocrats now?
Нет.
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only
конечно.
just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a...
Да,
There's a
да.
ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters.
Да ладно.
True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we?
Let the show begin.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Ва. Так обалдеть, что ли?
You failed this time. What a shame.
Ой, блин.
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Че, издеваетесь? Ну не он, что ли?
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. You failed this time. What a shame.
Да.
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Да. Просто тренировка. А обычные удары считаются? Ну что? Удастся. Только попробуй. Стой. Ну, стой. Не издевайся. Так. Заки тоже считаются? Нет! Нет! Не надо меня хуярить. Ой. Все-таки можно. Касаться вот этих индивидов.
You failed this time. What a shame.
Блин.
But not to worry. It's just training after all.
Касаться.
Let's try again.
То есть из-за того, что я... Я просто дурак. Я не буду. То есть так можно. И так можно. Иди сюда, сука.
Retribution!
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just just training after all. Let's try again.
Все, нет. Тихо. Блять, вода. Вода. 5 секунд. Будем лишние с тобой.
Bring it on.
Как у вас тут видишь? Один водный, блин. Я промахнул.
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just
Сука,
training
это
after all. Let's try again.
их так. Ты вот нажал. Так, сделай. Там постой. Да-да-да, молодец. Спасибо. Стой. Все, стой. Стой. Не надо. Не шевели. Ой. Почему мне сколько воды там? Дальше что у нас? Ой, блин. Круто. Вы мне проехали. Идите ко мне. Просто. И все.
Well done. Your performance was most
Да,
impressive.
да.
And
По
you
моему
managed to
лицу
remain
видно.
calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for...
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty.
Конечно.
So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragon Spine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
О, Паймон, ну привет.
What? You mean Paimon is also part of the training?
Конечно.
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Выпей.
Huh?
Да выпей.
What is it? Are you trying to poison
Отравить.
Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk.
Теплым.
Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole
Конечно,
vengeance thing?
нет.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off.
Даже не знаю, о чем.
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank
Всё
me.
ради.
Now
Ну
then,
да.
given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good...
Да-да. Блин, оба. Здрасте. Из компании Рифы. И вам пиздец. Загриска жопа. Загриска жопа. Халла опамбе.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
Про...
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Судьба кролика.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why
Ну
don't we all eat together?
конечно, хочу.
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
Скандал.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
Конечно.
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am.
Well
Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's
This
I
dish
use
isn't
this.
actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
Не сбежал здесь.
Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you.
Охрененная шутка.
Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
О, хорошая водичка на заднем плане. Вот, да, фанта. Никто не видит. Пс.
Hyman's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Конечно.
Well, no.
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat.
Упса прям. Никакой что.
Oh, I am stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand
Мне
this
кажется,
time.
сойдет на
All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone.
Ну
Ah,
да.
yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Ну да, конечно. Фанатная парочка. Сорян.
Here, the Gebratinous Fleischmitz sauerkraut is ready to go. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to, but she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually see Eula, so no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Oh, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to...
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy. Though she might take care. Please.
Да. Высокая планета. Жоптый. Ой, блин. Иди в похуй, я представляю. Иди в самую жопу. Привет. Идем теперь. И дела. Где ты пошел? Дом. Охрененное место, слушай. Просто охренеть.
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two.
Идите вон.
Magnanimous. Yes, indeed, that is true. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks
Ни хрена себе.
Ah, a kindred spirit, I see. Yes, we must resist the blundering knights of Favonius. You are true and principled. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Ahem. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be?
Yeah.
Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake. Ah, yes. This aroma, just as I remember it. And this exquisite sour flavor.
Вкусно, да?
A delicacy that only...
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
Зачем ты это сказал?
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing... Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself to see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence...
So he
Partially.
trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand every...
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if
Да,
the
да,
Fatui
да,
happen to
Fatui,
recognize you. What should we do?
Я даже догадываюсь, кто ее. Мать я. Слизь. Идите туда, помощник. Эти-то. Ну ё-моё. Среди. О, еще. Каждый член. 90 уровень, еще лучше.
Leave it to me.
Так, что? Одна вот, давай, грузись. Ты сможешь, мы в тебя верим. Вот, ты чё такое?
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt. And therefore, we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Да стопудово.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest.
Коска. Суки.
As you'll see in a moment,
Подожди.
there are many
Это
already
ж,
helping us.
сука-то поти...
I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius,
Я
but it's
хотел
the only place around
забавить.
Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough.
Блин.
Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Что-то так
Of course
лагает,
not.
я не понимаю.
An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps.
А,
Moving
ну да.
hurriedly is unacceptable.
Когда вот монстр будете бегать, на вас монстр будет идти, вы также будете, я так понял, да? Бежать от него. Он для меня монстр. Да, я понимаю.
As expected.
Фатуй.
It's the Fatui.
As expected.
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business
Да
partners.
ладно. Петр, а вы знали, кто? Борис, Даль, о, Иван. И все, что...
Hold it right there.
А
Who's
это
this?
еще кто?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
Им как бы, наверное, плохо.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that.
Это пизды такие, да?
Fine. You may proceed.
You're with us. They don't
Я
dare
не
to question
понял.
you.
Чё? Да.
Of
Далее
course,
русский, что ли?
that is the benefit of
Подожди.
prestige.
Don't wander about if you don't have business.
Ладно.
Who are you?
То
Just because someone
не
brought you
сразу.
here, don't think you can wander around.
И нахуй. Механики.
We could determine a person's fate with the...
Our preparations have been thorough, but I still can't shake this uneasy feeling.
Ага, чувствую.
And such glory will return to me again before long.
Господи. Что тут будет, блядь? Что возрождение? Что? Извините, а что тут будет? Я заебался таки. Вы. Это шо, блядь? Сергей, вы что тут делаете? Сергей, а что за хуйня?
Where have I seen this
Ой,
person
блин.
before?
Ты меня не видел. Нет, это ебало вообще нет.
And who, may I ask, is this?
We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details.
Да, да, да.
And what about this?
Это что такое?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible?
И снова палец.
Without
Ну
the
да.
support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like
Ну,
dogs.
это вряд ли, ну да.
You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their
Jesus.
honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as
Порой
promised?
бы... О, ну надо.
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Мгм.
Yes, of course.
Мгм.
It is.
Охуенный план, да?
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so
Just like-
squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me. I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully
Oh.
draw this map by hand. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
Ты понял.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to...
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Да, да, да. Это
Yes,
не
yes,
то.
we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be...
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else
Конечно,
will
не
know of
ты.
it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful...
Да, да.
Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
Блять,
May
кое-кто.
I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is
Он
all
уже догадывается.
for now.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Куда побежал? А жопа, блядь. Иди сюда.
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish
Ну, как бы
aristocrats.
таки.
No matter. We already have the intel we need. Get...
Естественно,
Running
жопа.
off in different directions.
Так, да,
Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end.
А,
Let's
вас
take care of the Fatui first and then do the Schubert later.
братан. Что-то не на того напал.
I see through you. You can't run.
Killjoy, we've only just begun. You can't run.
Братан.
Well,
Давай, пойдем.
like I got too far.
Все. Это что, ты можешь? Прыжок. Опа.
I slipped up.
Пипец тебе, дружочек. А что ты так сказал? Мама. Мама. Куда пошел ты? Может, не закончил. Игра закончена. А чё там? Я хочу туда. Извините, вот чё. Голос. А пофиг. О! Да.
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you are well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You, the blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things have started to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to.
Опа.
Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram, your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
Это надолго. Опа. Что-то я не... Хорошо, хорошо. И звуки. Что за хрень? А, понял. Чё? Я не понял. Чё? Что? Что это было? Опа, я за... Хо-хо. Лапчики прыгают. Блин. Начало.
Shut up!
Collect myself. This is trouble.
Не поросло, ребят.
Finally.
Tidal wave.
Of death.
Охуенные вещи, наверное, 55 градусов. Я ходы.
Let the show begin.
Ту-ту-ту. Да чё вы? Я ж выпалить, ну что это?
Shouldn't get careless.
Vengeance will be mine! Shut up!
I miscalculated. This was well done. Fortunate fall. That wasn't counterattack.
Ты где стоишь? Нормально? Хорошо. Я вроде ничего не застрял. Тут еще... Так, дорогой. То, что вы Ну, шанап.
Beg for mercy.
My duty at an end.
This isn't good.
Shudder.
That seemed to work.
Crush.
This is trouble.
Eye for an eye. Beg for mercy.
Quiet.
Так, что у нас здесь? Ничего. Раз, чё? Туду, 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 туду. Туду, 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 туду. Всё?
That's where they put the diagram.
Оу, щет. Даже так легко. Братан. Ты понимаешь, что ты лег? Да. Братан. Ну это не на тех. Да. Заморочно.
Shudder.
Let's do
I must collect myself. Harden up.
Защита.
Must counterattack.
Что ж такое урон идет?
Shudder.
That seemed to work. So quiet.
I condemn you.
Of death.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared the Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just the right moment!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally! After all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying! In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our You were
Нет,
worried
ты
about us and your uncle, a team to take a look.
Да, да, блядь, не поняла.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
Конечно. Задание выполнено. Секретки тут есть. А если найду? Нашел. Богатая жопа. О. Силует сидят. Элементы жопы. Представляю. Мы в полном жопе. Потому что уж любой элемент будет в жопе. Особенно против других. Оу, щит. Фу, блин. На этом все. Пока. Или не пока.